May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Easter Seals Michigan is encouraging everyone to check in on their mental health and take a free anonymous screening. Linda Kozanowski is here with us now, the Director of Development for Easter Seals. Good morning.
Good morning, Allie. How are you?
I am wonderful, thank you. Let's get right into it. This month, Easter Seals is taking part in Mental Health is Health campaign. What is the goal of this campaign?
The goal of the campaign is we were actually reaching out to the community. We are looking to help employers help their employees with mental health issues. They might not even know what to do. So we sent out a toolkit, and inside that toolkit is a resource guide with many different topics such as social wellness, financial wellness, healthy eating, exercise. I mean, everything that kind of goes together with being mentally healthy.
And what don't people realize when it comes to mental health and people that may be struggling, how serious of a problem it can be in someone's life?
It could be a very serious problem. I know there's a lot of stigma still that people are just afraid to, reach out and ask for help. A lot of people might think, just grow a backbone. You could do it. You can get through this. But sometimes you can't. Sometimes you do need to talk to somebody, and we are here to help for that.
And I'm sure that's where these free anonymous mental health screenings come into play. How do people sign up to get one? Where are they given? How can someone get involved and get their hands on that screening?
Actually, you can just go to our eastersealsmichigan.com website. It's a free anonymous screening. We will not know who's taking the screening. We will not know the results. So it takes just a couple minutes, just a couple questions, and there's different categories too. So if you're worried maybe about maybe gambling or just your mental health overall or specific mental health issues, there's a category for each section like that.
What are some of the questions? I know you mentioned some of the categories, but are there any specific questions that people should be on the lookout for?
Just mostly about your well-being, like how are you feeling? Do you have any thoughts of, depression, or do you feel that, you're not needed in the world anymore? Things, very serious questions like that.
And after you take this screening, what resources are provided?
There is, you'll get a printout of all the information, like all the compilation of what you just put together, and it'll just kind of give you resources. If you do need, we'll give you a suggestion, like, contact your either professional provider, or you can contact Easter Seals, or you could just do it that way. And, you don't have to. That's the thing, you don't have to do it if you don't want to, but maybe like in a couple months you're saying, you know what, maybe I still just don't feel that great. So I will contact my provider or contact Easter Seals and get some help.
What are some signs that a loved one may be struggling?
Probably one of the biggest signs is withdrawal, not doing the things that they used to love to do, maybe a difference in eating, sleeping. If we're hearing like phrases like I mentioned before, I think the world would be better without me, or I don't think I'd even be missed if I was gone. Those are very serious signs that there's something going on.
And it's very sad and heartbreaking that people might be feeling that way this morning. What should someone do if they feel that way themselves, or maybe they know a family member, a loved one that feels that way? How can they get in touch with Easter Seals, or what steps should they take?
They can contact Easter Seals at 800-75-SEALS. That's SEALS. Or if it's very serious, they can even contact 911. Contact them to say, I've got a very valid concern. There's a suicide prevention hotline, which is 800-273-8255. And I know sometimes teenagers are very loyal to their friends, and it's such a beautiful thing. But if you're hearing this from your friends, even though they may get mad at you, if you do tell an adult about what's going on, I highly encourage you to say something. You might be helping, you might just happen to save their life.
Absolutely. It's so important to speak up when you hear disheartening things like that, and in the hopes of getting some help. So Linda Kozanowski with Easter Seals, thank you so much for being here with us this morning.
Thank you.